What's going on? Bob's the 1984 back again, and it's time to do a preview for Newcastle United versus Aston Villa, which is today. And it's obviously on the back of two fantastic results for Newcastle. Nobody in the right mind would have expected 6 points out of those two fixtures. If you're being brutally honest with yourself, now come on, you wouldn't have expected it. And we've got them. So we're now facing what is at this moment in time the worst team in the Premier League in Aston Villa, and Newcastle theoretically should go out there and secure the 3 points. My take on today is we're going to go out there and we're going to smash the fucking bastards, because we fucking hate Villa. The scent went down after all in 2009, and there's been this rivalry ever since. I think Newcastle would love to see Aston Villa go down. I believe today it's going to be a performance that Newcastle have been wanting at home for a long time, where we've actually come off the field and known that we've really dominated the opposition. I think that's going to be our performance today. I am very confident today. Very unusual, I know, lads. However, I don't normally get very confident, but I am confident today. I think Newcastle are going to go out there and do them. They're going to fucking, go all in, balls out, and it's going to be one of those performances, I hope, where we're going to win comfortably, 3-0, 3-1, whatever. It's going to be a performance where we're going to actually come off and be proud of the performance. I think there's a lot of positives as to the reason why I think that, because I think last week in the second half against Spurs, a team that are very good, went 14 games unbeaten and obviously fighting for a Champions League place, we made them look decidedly average in that second half, and that was after we decided to up our game. I believe if we can get a full 90-minute performance like that, all of the blood and character that everyone's been asking for, Newcastle United will stroll today. In terms of the team, now, I don't want to say that there's got to be a lot of changes, because I don't necessarily feel that way. I feel that the team that finished the game should start this game, because I feel like Mitrovic and I feel like Perez changed the game for us when they came on last week. We looked like a much better threat up front. Maybe it was what they needed. Just take them up the side for 2 games, just give them a good rollick and just say, how well, lads, we're expecting a bit more from you. You're going to be on the bench, and then you're going to want to come back into the squad and actually make a difference. And that's what they did. I personally thought Perez was my man of the match. A lot of people gave it to Elliott, a lot of people gave it to other players, but everybody played fantastically in that second half. And I want that performance for a full 90 today. I think even if we had a performance just for an hour like that today, we should still beat Villa, because let's face it, Villa have been shocking. I know against Arsenal, they played well, but they were already beaten. So it's like, what happens with Aston Villa? I think they're struggling. 6 points out of 16 games that we've played, they're going down unless they have a miracle, and it's not going to start against us today. So as I say, I think the team should be the team that finished the game last week. I'm not necessarily sure whether McLaren will do that, because I don't necessarily think De Jong's done anything wrong. He's done nothing spectacular. He's just done an average job in his role behind the striker, which, fair play to the lad. I'm glad to see him playing games, but if we really want to go out and make a statement today, it's got to be Perez and Mitrovic. Do you agree? Because I think everybody should be thinking the same way in terms of who will play up front. Wijnaldum's obviously been playing really well. Sometimes he goes missing in games, but sometimes he's just there, and I think he's our player of the season so far. And I think Anita is getting a lot of praise, deservedly. He's kind of come from the shadows a bit this season, because a lot of people have been criticising him, and I'm occasionally one of them. But I do think he's done really well, and I think he deserves a few more plaudits. Again, do you agree? In terms of prediction, as I said earlier, I think we should win 3-0, 3-1, one of the two. Newcastle are a little bit still unstable at the back, so I wouldn't necessarily say we're going to be bankers to keep a clean sheet, but we are in that position where we should go into this game full of confidence. We're playing the worst team in the league. We should go out there and get those 3 points and actually, make it look like a much better Christmas than what it could have been 3 games ago. So, what do you think is going to happen today? Are your predictions the same as mine? Who do you think is going to play? Are we going to actually start with the same squad that ended last week? And as always, look out for my video after the game, which will be the reaction video, and hopefully I'll be celebrating with a beer. If not, then we'll be looking again. We'll be starting again from it. But we're not going to think negatively. Today is a positive video for a change. How are the lads? Come on.